All right, welcome back, guys. Happy New Year. No jet video today. I'm going to show you guys a new website that has went live. A friend of mine decided, he wanted to do this, and he wanted something that was like a one-stop shop that was more user-friendly and up-to-date. Because a lot of the older sites like RC Universe are kind of troll-ridden and just kind of old and hard to do things, just because it's old website. And he wanted a place that kind of was international, like a one-stop shop where people could go and find stuff for their area. And if they bought something overseas, maybe, make it easier to do that. Because Lord knows, with all the crap going on in the world with tariffs and the way things are being, we probably are going to need it. That being said, the site is, and I'm going to show you guys here on the TV. Let me turn it around here and get you guys, get it kind of set up. And just bear with me. This is kind of the best I can do with what I have. And so the website is rcmarketspace. Whoa, hello. Sorry about that. rcmarketspace.com. And right now it's free, and there is a free element to it, but eventually, I believe it's like June, you will be able to subscribe and pay like a subscription to have like unlimited access. Right now, it's free to kind of get the ball rolling and work out any kind of bugs. This is nothing. This is not my website. I have nothing to do with it, other than providing feedback to the person and helping, give tips for hits and try to make it the best website possible for the community. But the money, because the guy doesn't need money. He's an international airline pilot, so he's got plenty of money. But it will pretty much be to support the website, and because you need a certain level of storage and capability with a website for pictures and forums, which just costs money. Period. Domains and things like that, it just costs money. So that's what the subscription will be for. That being said, you don't have to do it. It will just limit you on some certain things, which I'll kind of go over here in a second. So this is the website, as you can see. And like I said, this is as zoomed in as I can get it. and it's on my TV here, so bear with me. So your main page is nothing crazy. It's designed to be user-friendly, visible. There will be an app eventually for your phones. And like I said, it's still a work in progress. It just launched, but they are actively, when we find something, it gets changed pretty quick. He works, hand in hand with the techs fixing anything. So first thing you would have to do, obviously, is register. I'm already registered and logged in, and you can, that kind of stuff is typical. Like when you click on your profile here, this is kind of your profile page. It has these options on the left, and just kind of gives you some dashboard, things, some little stats here, recent activities and things like that. So you can view your public profile. You can post your ad from here. You can view your ads, favorite ads. You can get access to the forum, any kind of messaging. It does have a messaging feature in the website. The plan and billings, which I talked about, and I'll kind of show you here, and then account settings, which I'll go over too. So let's start with the account settings. This is what is, in my opinion, is the best part of this, because you can put as much or as little as you want. And I would be smart about this. The website doesn't post any of this stuff, like your phone number and stuff will be kind of blocked out, and I probably shouldn't be showing you guys my stuff, but that's all right. It was the same phone number from our website, but so you're not gonna have bots and stuff getting a hold of your things. But you can put your social media pages on here. It has the ability for the WhatsApp app as well, which I think will be probably, when it comes to international, that is a huge, like most people, I talk to people all over the world via the WhatsApp app. So you can have that feature on your ads as well, and you can tell it to do what you can show your phone. You can show your email. You can show your exact address. I don't have any of those turned on. You won't see that on my listings unless you actually send me a message and we do it that way. You may want to do that. That's totally up to you. It's just there as a feature. You do have to put your name in. Last name is not required. I don't have a website anymore. Country and city. It used to have state, and I asked him about that. I would rather have a state versus a city because I really don't like putting my city in there. You can write a bio about yourself if you want, and then you would just obviously save it. Upload your little picture if you want, your email in there. And again, none of this stuff is shared outside of what you want to share and things like that. So you can do your passwords and things like that as well. So nothing crazy. Plans and billing. So here's what we're talking about. It's free access right now. Beginning 1 June is when they're gonna do the Premier account. Current plan, which is a free plan, you get unlimited free ads right now. Ads stay live for 90 days. Expired ads saved in your profile. Multiple images per listing. Repost saved for ad free. And standard customer support. I think that when this goes live, from what he said, you could post like 3 or 4 a month. That's kind of what you get. Which most people don't do a lot more than that. It gives you the option to have access to the website and post things for sale and the forums without having to pay. But if you want to, it's there, and I highly encourage it because, like I said, the money is just to maintain the website, and we're trying to make this the best website out there for the planet, for the world, a one-stop shop. And I know there's been people mentioning providing some stuff for services to help ship things around the world. And I told him, I mentioned to the developer that this could be as simple as just putting a sticky on the forum about possible services that you can do to get these things shipped around the world if you want to, things like that. And maybe an auction for the listings, which I thought was a cool idea. But the only problem with that is people want something for nothing. So as long as you can put a reserve in there, I think the auction thing is a cool thing. So, but that's your basic things. And then your categories. This thing is like I said, it's a one-stop shop for everything. It's scale jets to gliders to boats to trains, drones, and they're kind of you got these categories you can go to and look at, and this is where you can search for things that you want. So and I've already got my F-14s up on here. He's got his F-18, which is an amazingly it's people see that price tag and they think that that's a lot. Well, when you see what this one's got, it's probably about as 100% accurate as you're gonna get. And then here's another one from Austria. So you can search by title, locations, and categories. So if you want to select search United States. Let's see if this works. I haven't even tried this yet. That's weird. Let's see. See, yeah, I'll have to check them on that. It should bring up the thing. It should bring up the listings when you do that. Maybe that's something worse. Hasn't been added yet, or maybe you have to select this. Let's try this. Scale jets. Nope. So that's. I guess I'll have to message him that to make sure. But you can also see the ads here on the left side where they're posted. So if you select this one, let me clear this out. Yeah, we'll have to check this. There we go. So scale jet, it shows the scale jets. Okay, so if there's something over here already listed, you can select it from the left side too. So there's turbines, which I still have that selected. So let's deselect that. So yeah, I got my 166 on there. I think he's got a 180 on there, and somebody else has got a 166 as well. And you can, like I said, it's broken down to whatever accessories, thrust pipes, nitro engines, gas engines. Like I said, there's a bunch of categories you can select from on the left side. And if you deselect everything, it shows everything. So you can already see there's some stuff going on already, and it's rolling. So I'll mention a couple of things. Like I said, if you find something, you can message and we'll get it fixed. It just launched, so I'm sure we'll run into some little snags here and there. But you can click on like so. So here's one, kind of show you what the listing looks like, and what I mentioned as far as your personal data. It'll show your name. So if you don't want to put your whole name up there, you don't have to. You can send a message. It blocks out the phone number, unless you're viewing, unless they allowed it to be shown. So, and like I said, there is a messaging system through the website. And let's go back one. This guy, as I mentioned, you can have if you want to show it, see like he did it this way, click here, you can actually, if you click it, it will show his number. So if you select in your profile to have it listed, it's hidden to prevent bots and everything from getting your data and sending you phone and stuff. But you have to like physically click on it to expose it. And then there's the WhatsApp app, takes you to that, and it gives you their WhatsApp data, which I haven't figured out how to add that. I don't know. I'll have to figure that one out. And then message via email. If you want to allow your email to be shown, this is what it does. It brings up it's external to the website. So if you're messaging, let me close this. Sorry. If you're messaging, it's via the website, and then anything else you allow, your email, WhatsApp, and stuff, it will all go external. And then, like I said, you can view the person's profile. Kind of gives you where they're at and their email there, and it's, other than that, it's a typical listing. Good high quality pictures. There was an issue with like when you upload from your phone, because you're limited in size. And all I did on my phone is just when I select the picture that I want, if you click the option to the photo, you can make it small, medium, or large, and just make sure that if it doesn't upload with the original picture, like maybe pick medium and see if the megabyte size is what it needs to be. I think it's like 1 megabyte is the limit. So I just selected a medium size picture. Same, you can't tell any difference in the quality, but the data is where it needs to be for accepting it. And then, like I said, typical stuff. You get a description. You can add features, which I thought was kind of nice. So, you got your generic listing of what it is. And then here's the key features, like, 2 jet months, you can put in servos. Hey, this has got an upgraded item like landing gear, struts or non-stock things. You can, whatever you want to put in there, but it gives you that option. So, and I'm just trying to go as quick as I can. So let's kind of go place an ad and show you what it is. So here's the ad name, and it does give you a brand, and he's went in there and put in a lot of stuff. So here's kind of where you want to like, so let's just make something up. Let's just say jet. Jet. Oops, can't type. You select the category, or here's all the stuff that you could put it under. Turbines, sport jets, scale jets. We're gonna say this is a sport jet. Brand. As they come out or change, this will obviously change as well. So we'll say BBM, and then you can select your condition, new, and then your asking price, negotiable, yes or no, which is kind of nice because you get people that are trying to lowball you. And let's just put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yes, and then next step. Here's where you add your description. Fun sport jet, fast sport jet. Let's just put that fast sport jet. And then here's where I was talking about with the features. You can list them. Uploading a photo. It says, okay, so here's what we got. So maximum, that's actually increased. That's good. Maximum size is 20 megabytes per image, and maximum upload is 10 images, which is pretty good. I mean, so if you got more than that, just do like I said, change to a different format on your picture, like size wise. And I don't think I got any pictures in here. Let's see, maybe. Nope, I don't have any pictures. This is a fairly unused laptop. Or do I have any saved? Nope. Wallpapers. Ah, here we go. Bam. What is that? Let's see what size that is. I don't know if that might be too. No, I actually went. Okay. So, yeah. The next step, here's where you can put, okay. So, all right. So this is what I was talking about before. It actually does allow you to do the city and state when you're doing a listing. The profile data, I thought had the same thing, because the profile data only has country and city. And then you can do your location kind of stuff and save it. If you want to save it when you add your listing, you can. So you can put whatever you want in here, and then obviously post the profiles, but I'm not going to do that. So it gives you a chance to add different data other than your profile if you want. I kind of like this. I like being able to say, hey, I'm in this state, especially when you're in the US. I don't particularly want to put what city I'm in, because you never know. You still have to, I mean, there's always bad actors out there, you know, in the dark web. So you got to be careful. But that being said, this also gives you, like we mentioned, when you buy something and sell, you're going to be able to do the rating. And I highly recommend you do that, because that's like, reminds me of eBay. Like, you know, that's how we keep people honest and keep the scammers out. You know, I mean, I know even doing all that is still, there's still those ones, but if you give people that do legit business ratings, and you look at their ratings, it really does help prevent any of that kind of bad things, you know, people getting scammed and stuff like that. But so that's how you add an ad, post an ad. And then you can go to forums. So there's already been a couple started. This is the developer here, and he does some master stuff when it comes to builds, man. He does some really good stuff. So this is one he's working on restoring, and he's just posting his restoration of it, I believe is what this is. Yeah, rebuild. You had another guy that was asking for some help with his electronic issues, and bam, talking about sequencer stuff, and a couple of us have already posted. It's super simple, man. That's what we're going for, user friendly. Here's you can share your thoughts, and this is a smaller size. When you're posting on the forum, you got a 5 megabyte limit, which is still plenty. And you just drag them or do the typical thing. So bam, and then you can post reply. I'm not going to, but yeah, so there you go. So again, it's new, it's up and running. Hopefully this is a good year for this. And like I said, this is for the community, and something I think that we really need, a kind of a nice place that we can go and find things that we want to buy or sell, and then get some information. You know, because I know a lot of people have went to Facebook and things like that, but it's still, what we're trying to go for here is function and make it easy, you know, because a lot of the websites that you go to and try to post your sales, you have problems that have gotten very glitchy. So we're trying to make it simple for you guys. So let's see if this works. Turbine. Yeah, bam, there you go. Turbines. And then there's a listing. So yeah, I'll see what's going on with this with him, and we'll go and we'll get that fixed if there's actually something wrong. Maybe just be, you know, understanding what I'm doing. But so that's a 20-minute video. This may not even, God, I may have to shrink this down to get it to post. But again, if you have any questions, comments, or recommendations, or you find something, you can message me and I can get it to him, or you can message him directly. I don't know if there is let me see if there's a way to get support. Doesn't look like it yet. That might be something I need to put in there, is have a support. Yeah, here's your messages, no messages. Yeah, accounts and setting. Yeah, we don't have a support thing yet. So I will mention that to him. But anyways, Happy New Year, everybody. I'm gonna probably go in and watch some football, and then I'll come back out and do another video on the F-22 to kind of update you guys on that, and the Jetty stuff that I'm learning. But hopefully this is helpful. And again, rcmarketspace.com. Sign up. It's free. Let me know what you think, and hopefully we can make this something that's functional for everybody, and it actually becomes what the intent is. So you guys have a good evening. Cheers.